Hello everyone, this is Michelle at michellesizemore.com, and that's Michelle with one L in my website link. I'm a Creative Memories Advisor, and today you'll learn how to make this really quick and easy page using our Candy Cane Border Maker cartridge and our Christmas Cheer collection. I also used white cardstock and our Firecracker Shimmer red paper. All right, I'm going to set this aside, grab my Border Maker system, and it has the Candy Cane cartridge in it. Set that aside for a moment. Now, this is everything I used as far as the paper and the stickers and embellishments. In here, these are Power Project folders, and this is just kind of how I store things. I store all my collections in here. These expand really wide. You can put a lot in them, or I can just use it as a temporary holding place for pages that I'm making for videos and things like that, or pages that I'm going to take to a crop and make. So I'm going to pull out my paper first and then show you in these pockets. I use some ruled paper. This is just a scrap piece from a full-size sheet. We have this at Creative Memories. This is from the matte pack that goes with Christmas Cheer. And over here, I have the sticker strip that I use, which comes from Christmas Cheer. All of that is Creative Memories items. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. First thing I want to do is use my Border Maker system to cut the two sides of Candy Cane cartridge. It's so easy. So open the tray holder like this, pop it in place, lift your arm, put your paper in and line it up top, side, and bottom along that little lip that sticks up, that little edge. Put your magnetic arm down and close it, popping your tray holder back in place. Grab your Border Maker cartridge holder. Now I'm going to take it out. Let me show you how I take it out. Push this button and then give it a gentle nudge from the bottom. And I'll show you how to put it back in. Put it in like this, pop it in place. The metal pieces are sticking out. So then you put your cardstock in this slit right here. I start at the bottom near me, and I line my notches up and everything fits in the bottom that way, and I lean over on it and give it a firm punch with the palm of my hand. Now, I stand up to do this. I'm short, so it helps me to do that. Even taller people, though, say it does seem to help to stand up because you get a good, you kind of lean over on it and give it a good solid punch. Now, I'm just going to slide it out, move it back into where it just plops back into place and the notches match up, and punch, and do that all the way down. And then I'm going to move my scraps out of the way, open it, and do the other side exactly the same way. Super easy. I love this Firecracker Shimmer paper. It just has a little bit of a shimmer to it. That's why it's called shimmer. Okay, now do this side as well. Okay, move my scraps out of the way, and I will save these scraps. I have another idea to show you with these in a different video coming soon. And then you just mount this on top of white cardstock, and I'm going to put some tape runner on the back here. I usually put cardboard under here to save my table, but I forgot to bring it. I have it here, I just forgot to get it out. And you can just rub it off the table, so it doesn't really hurt the table, but cardboard saves you a little time. So I'm just gonna put little dabs all along these little intricate pieces on the side, on both sides. And grab that little outside edge too with some dabs. And then just put a few dabs all the way across so that it will mount well on top of that white paper, white cardstock. We also have a white shimmer paper. You could put it on top of that. That would be pretty, but I'm just using cardstock. Okay, line it up so that the white doesn't show on the top, bottom, or sides. It's going to show a little bit at the top, so I'll just trim that off. It shows a little bit over here too. I'm not sure why. Okay, so I would just trim this off with my scissors like kind of go behind here and just trim a little hair off. You can do it with your trimmer too, but I'm just gonna do scissors. Just a tiny bit trimmed off because it was just poking out just a little bit. It's kind of hard to get the paper exactly right without having to trim. And I'll do the same thing here. Just a little smidge on this. Doesn't have to be exactly straight because it's behind the red, but just gonna put a tiny little bit right here. There we go. I think that's perfect. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, that's it for the base of my page. Now right here, I do see I have a little bit of a stray piece of paper going on. I noticed it more when it got on the white, so I'm just gonna take my micro scissors and cut that off. These micro scissors are so good for these little tiny intricate places that you need to cut something off. There it is, it's still there. It's so little. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's the base of my page, so easy. Now I wanna show you how to do this and this. And all I did for this was, this is the card. Comes in the variety matte pack, and it's a little bit too tall for what I want. So I drew pencil marks where I want to trim it off, and I'll show you in a minute how that measures up on here. But I just want to take my trimmer and put this in sideways, line this up with this left-hand side dotted line because that's where the blade comes down. Left-hand side dotted line on this matte strip. And it looks like, let's do it this way. It looks like it's about 1/2 inch. Yeah. So, or is it? Yeah. Okay. Cut that and then do the same thing over here. Line it up with the dotted line. So I'm just cutting a little bit off of 2 sides of this to make it a tiny bit smaller. And then it's the right size to put right here. And then for this, I grab my rule of paper. I need to cut it to 5 inches by 3 inches to fit in that space. So I'm gonna line, I want it 5 inches long. So I'm gonna put it in horizontal first and line it up with the 5. And this is just a scrap piece. Cut that off and then flip it sideways and line it with the 3 because it needs to be 3 inches tall, and then cut that, and I could save this for another journal box. Okay, and then I've got my little box. So I would just mount this down here and mount this down here, just putting repositionable tape runner in each corner. And then I would grab my stickers, added right here. Well, let's do this. So that looks a little better. Right here, I would put this little tall stack of presents. I don't want to use it because I don't want to waste it, but I would just put it right there. And then I would use my black Creative Memories pen, the fine tip side. There's a fine tip and a bold tip side. And I would journal like this. And of course, just mount it with repositionable tape runner. And mount that down, and then I would add my photos. These would be 2 4x5 photos, horizontal, and this would be a 4x6 vertical photo. Easy breezy, quick page to do. I love that Candy Cane Border Maker cartridge. It's very versatile, and I'll be showing you some other videos with different ideas using that. Thank you so much for watching, and hope y'all have a wonderful day.